Greater Bowie Chamber of Commerce presents the Bowie Business Journal, a program designed to keep our community informed about important business and economic issues.
Hello, my name is Kelly Pierce. I'm the Executive Director for the Greater Bowie Chamber of Commerce, and this is the Bowie Business Journal. Thank you for joining us for the show. And today as my guests, I have two business partners who are members of the Bowie Chamber of Commerce from the Wow You Salon, Diane Goldstein and Denise Kogar. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll start out by talking about how you got involved in owning a salon. So
Would you like to go first, Denise?
Well, we'll kind of do this together. Diane and I worked together at a salon, and they were going out of business, and we pulled our resources, and thank God for our husbands, and decided to open our own salon. And that's pretty much how it is, and wanted the girls to go with us. We knew that salon was going to close, so we wanted to stay together. It was very important for us to stay together. And a lot of hard work. Again, our husbands were very much involved, and we pulled it together in 2.5 months and opened Wow You. Yes.
We had a really wonderful contact, Joan Picken.
Yes.
And we mentioned to her if she was able to get any information that was within about a 5-mile radius that was available, a site. And so she came back to me and said that Dr. Malouf was transferring his business over to the Science Tech location, and that the building, the Brady building, which everybody kind of knows as the Brady building, the first floor site would become available. So we jumped in the car.
But tell them how much we took our husbands around looking, and they were not happy. They were
we
not.
dragged them around to multiple locations.
Yes.
And then the last spot was the Brady building.
Yes.
Everybody agreed that it was within a full mile radius and made it really convenient for our clients. Everybody knew Brady building because that was where the Bowie Blade originally did their printing and distribution. And we walked in, talked to Dr. Malouf, and he was wonderful.
Oh, look, we both said we both loved him.
He allowed us to walk through his establishment.
Yes.
We took pictures. We were able to decide how we were going to open up the walls, and he was extremely supportive.
yeah, and see the vision of
Yes,
what it could be. And
yes.
Yeah.
He really just let us come in weeks ahead of time, and and we could take pictures and do other things and get ready to open. Yeah.
So we got the key on June 8th, and by August 8th, we opened for business.
And so what year was that? How long have you been here?
2008.
Yes.
Okay.
It was at the very height of the economic turndown.
Yes.
Sometimes looking back, we think, what
What
were
were
we
we were so excited about doing this that we really, what were we doing? Yes, what were we doing? And but it was fun. It was fun too.
We wanted to continue our career, and we
Yes.
wanted to continue to service the people of Bowie. We had established long-term relationships.
yes.
We say they're our clients, but really they're our friends and
Yes.
our extended family.
Yes.
And the first 1 minute they spend in our chairs talking about what we're going to do to the hair. The rest of the time is their life and our lives and how they mesh together. And it's a very rewarding relationship.
And you know that because you come to the salon. You know
That's
how
right.
it is. Yes, you do. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's very warm. It's very welcoming.
We're family there. We're not, it's hair, yes, but we're family. And when you walk through, we take you on. You're part of the family.
Whether you like it or not.
Yes. Irene, one of the shampoo girls that I have been with 32 years. Now, who does that? I mean, who stays together that long?
Yeah.
And people come in just to have their hair washed by Irene because she's so wonderful.
She gives such a good hair
Isn't
wash.
she wonderful? I know. The other day,
You should just sell scalp and head massages, and it'll be another service.
It certainly would be.
one of the customers said to me the other day, I just came in to get her to wash my hair, and you're just, oh, you hurt my feelings.
Irene is wonderful. She
is.
is our Mother Earth.
Love
Sometimes
her.
when
Love
we
her.
go off in one direction, she keeps us grounded. And that's a wonderful...
Diane, you said One Direction. Thank you. Oh, goodness.
But no, we really have a wonderful staff.
Yes,
We have
yes.
8 stylists, and they're all incredibly good. They all have wonderful strengths in many different areas. We have great front desk people who are, again, there are what I call our goodwill ambassadors.
Yes.
They are the people that you meet for the first time over the phone or when you come through the
Yes,
door.
yes.
Their greeting is warm and welcoming.
Cecile
and
and
that
BJ,
first
yes.
impression, you can never redo a first
Right,
impression.
you can't.
And
It's so
Cecile
important.
and BJ, they're fabulous.
Speaking
they're
of that,
a total asset to
how
our
about
family.
the other day, the first impression with your customer? It was funny. She had a client that came in for the first time, and we were waiting for somebody else to come in, and I thought this was the young
She
lady
got the two
coming.
people confused.
So when she walked in, I went over, hugged her, kissed her, and said, "Oh my goodness, we were waiting for you. Great.
I've heard so much
How
about you.
Walk around.
The woman
have a
is
seat."
like-
and she goes, "I heard this place was friendly, but had no idea." Well, I thought it was the other person coming.
And it was
my
a new,
goodness.
it was a new client that had
Diane,
been referred to me.
we were
Cecile
laughing.
comes over, our front desk lady, and says, "She's
What's-
with Diane. What are you doing?"
And the girl says, "You all are really friendly." And I said, "I am so sorry, but it was so great." And she was just, she couldn't believe it. She
And
said,
she's
"This
an
place
educator
is unbelievable."
in community.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
an educator here in
Yes,
Bowie,
so
and
it-
she
it
was
was pretty-
fabulous.
yeah,
she
it-
felt very welcomed.
Good, good, good. So I want to ask both of you, just as way of background, so people know, what got you interested in doing this initially, 30, 35 years, however long you've been doing that? Because Denise, you grew up in Bowie,
Yes.
and you're here,
Yes.
and how did you get into this? And then Diane,
Yes.
either one.
Go ahead.
For myself, out of high school, saw the salon House of Joy, if you remember. Helen
Sure.
Land owned it. And they had help wanted, and I went in and applied for a shampooing job. And Helen knows that I was very good with my hands and I could do hair. So she says, "Why don't you apprentice under me?" And I did that. And I thank her to this day for getting me into the business. But she has now passed. But the girls there helped me. It took me 3 years to become a hairdresser there, which Diane, I think, did it a little different, right? You went to school, so.
I did. My experience was, again, I started out shampooing.
Our roots, both of us, our roots.
And then I went to cosmetology school and then extended my studies so that when I graduated, I was able to have a senior cosmetology license, in addition to, of course, graduating from high school and then going on to a community college. But getting interested in doing hair, I give a lot of credit, again, to the people that I worked with. They were
Right.
mostly older ladies, and they took me under their wing. They guided me, gave me the best advice you could possibly have, not only in the skills, but in the people relationships, how important it is to be a good listener and to apply the skills in your relationship, and you build on that and how that really makes you successful, because it's not just taking from the community or taking from the client, but returning, giving something in return.
Well, I think it's so important to realize how vital that role of a mentor is in somebody's life, you know,
Yes.
and how we all got that from other women or other
Yes.
employers, and now you need to make the time to do that, because I think a lot of students now don't know what they want to do. College isn't for everybody.
I agree.
Exactly.
And there
Yes.
are other options and there are other fields you can go into, but you need that mentor and you need somebody to get hold of you and say, and this is how you do this, if you don't want to go
Yes.
that other path.
Yes.
So that's great that you
And
both
I've
had mentors.
been fortunate because I wanted a family, and this has allowed me to stay home and work. And thank God, because I wanted to raise my kids. So yeah, and as you
It
know, they
does.
went to Bowie High School again.
We all went to Bowie High School.
Didn't we? I swear we did. So yeah, so been very, very blessed. I really have. I've been. It was a gift. So I was very lucky to meet Helen. So. Yes.
Good for both of you.
Yes.
So let's talk some. So you've been in business now for 5 years,
Yes.
and in the course of the 5 years have gotten many awards and recognitions from different organizations in the community. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Talk about the entrepreneur first, and then we'll go with the newest one.
Back in 2011, we got nominated by the Chamber of Commerce. We filled out the application. Shortly thereafter, we had a knock at the door and said that we had been awarded the Entrepreneurs of the Year. We were overwhelmed. It was so unexpected. I mean, this was our first
Again,
truly
yes.
business experience.
Yes.
And we were just standing there like, we won, we won.
Okay, so we won, and we went to the luncheon, and of course
This is
everybody was
really-
there.
At the Bel Air
and
Mansion.
Yes, and they announced that we,
Had gotten
We're-
Entrepreneur
and-
of the Year.
because
the-
we've
The
known
MC for the program,
What is his general? What is it?
John's
Boyd Campbell.
Mr. Campbell.
Okay, so, God, I still laugh to this day. And Fred Robinson, everybody that we know, and they announce the award, but they say Diane Goldstein and Denise Cougar, not Cougar, Cougar. Well, everybody laughs, including Fred. That was just,
But
and
the
then
next-
it was Wow You Saloon, not Salon. And Diane and I
A
go,
whole nother
yeah,
reputation.
and we went with it, and we went, yeehaw, and they said later that that was probably one of the best times that everybody had because of us.
Well, it was very prim and proper,
Oh,
very
goodness.
professional for the first 45 minutes.
And then
Then
here we
everything
come.
went
Out the window. Here comes Diane and Denise again. Woo! And did we have such a great time?
We
And
did.
It was so much fun.
And
You
Mr.
brought some of your staff
We
with you.
did. We
Yes,
brought
BJ
BJ
and
and
Cecile.
Cecile,
Yes.
our receptionists.
Yes.
Yes. And they had a very enjoyable time. And of course, they had a good laugh at our expense, but that was okay.
Isn't that how it goes, Diane? Yeah, so, yes, and it was fun, and we had a great time. And
We did.
again, thank everybody for that. Thank everybody. So,
I mean, the fact that the Chambers has played such an active role in our success.
it has,
I
yes.
mean, we have Fred, we have Pam Fleming, Joan Pickin.
Yes. Diane
Yes.
Finance.
Yes, and Geraldine.
Dean, yes. All of them, yes.
It's just amazing the support they have given to us. Venturing out during this economic time, and even this year with the sequester, and many of our citizens in Bowie are experiencing layoffs. And it's difficult. You have so many outreach programs that we like to participate in.
Yes,
From our little four-legged partners, meaning
which we
Bowie
love.
Claws.
We love.
We have a little area set aside where people can bring blankets and food, because so many people, unfortunately, decided that they had to give up their pets because they couldn't afford to keep them. So this is a program that allows them to come once or twice a week whenever they need and get items to enhance their pets' lives. The other thing is the Bowie Health Center
Yes.
and the outreach program for women getting back into the workforce, the Women's Scholarship Program. Those are things that we feel very, very close to. Additional things are the Bowie Theater,
Yes,
Bowie
yes.
High Schools, the public
high
high
school,
schools,
yes.
the public elementary schools, all the private schools too.
And anytime we can donate a basket or anything to help with any of your
Absolutely.
functions,
Any
we will
fundraising.
do
Yes.
it anytime, and we have done it. So yes, anytime.
And that's important, because you have to sit back and make sure that you say thank you to everybody who makes you successful. And without the citizens and the programs that you can participate in, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Yes.
Yeah, very true. Let's talk about my two favorite questions. What is your favorite part of what you do on a day-to-day basis?
Favorite part.
What is your favorite thing?
Too. What do you mean? As far
In
as
your
working
job.
that,
that-
walking through that door and seeing those girls. Those are my family. Those are my family. I adore the people I work with. I adore them. Yeah, we call each other even after work.
We do.
It is a family. It's not just a salon. We don't, we care about each other.
The same
very
is true
important.
with our clients.
Yes, yes.
In addition to the hair and the business relationship,
So-
when they are facing
Yes.
what I call a roadblock in their life, it can be an illness, it can be death, it can be a downturn in their business. Just share it with us. It goes no further. We have people come in, they let us know that they're experiencing a bout with cancer.
Cancer, yes.
We bring them in, we give them privacy, we take care of their hair needs, we give them information about very low-cost products like wigs that cost them a minimal amount versus what it would cost them if they didn't have the information.
And so many women come in.
Yes.
When you have to shave your head, it's a hard thing to do. And when they leave, they feel okay.
They do.
We make sure they feel okay because I don't know if I could do it. And that's a hard way to go.
You extend that kindness.
I think you don't know what you can do until you're faced with it.
Exactly.
And we try to help them get through it the best we can. And we're not
not experts.
No, but
it's
we
really
try.
just kindness and making ourselves available to them in any way, big or small.
Yes. Yeah.
So on the flip side, if you want to tell me, what's your least favorite thing that you have to deal with or do during the course of the day or the course of the business?
For me, again, it centers around the downturn in business. We try to give a very high quality product. We bring in the very, very best products that are available to our clients. We make sure, in addition to those products, that we try to stay green, having organic products available to them. Of course, in doing so, you have to use every resource possible. And we, in the a little over 5 years, we have only had to increase one area of our prices, and very, very minimal. And that's not to say that the product prices have done the same, because they have continued to increase. And you know, like anybody, you have to look at the bottom line. You look at those invoices coming in, and you know you can't skimp. You cannot skimp on the products. You have to still give high quality products. And you just, as I say, you sit back and you
it's
just...
a little hard. It's a little hard, and we do...
But that's the least favorable for me.
Yeah, probably myself too, and but really, there's not too much. No, we're
for the
happy
most
girls.
part, I would say that only represents 5%.
Yeah.
The rest is 95% of really
all
enjoying.
good.
A bad
It's
day
good.
would be coming in and maybe not being able to get my parking spot. No.
Well,
Or
we had, you know, like one Saturday here recently, we came in, and I get there very early in the morning, 7 o'clock, and I noticed
talk
the
about
water.
jigs? Oh,
I thought you were no, I wasn't going to talk. But that's another story. We found out we didn't have any hot water on a Saturday morning, busiest day of our week.
Who do we call? Bill Koch or Home Improvements? My husband.
And Bill came in. Thank goodness he was available.
And let me tell you,
it helps to know people.
Well, this
well done.
too. And again, we are very, very fortunate, because I married a man in home improvements. Diane is married to an engineer. Between the two men,
there's nothing they can't cover.
We couldn't have done it. Danny helps us all the time with paperwork. My
Computers.
husband fixes everything. We are so fortunate, really. So it's not just the two of us, it's the four of us. And it always has been. I mean,
it's so great to have that support.
It is.
Well, I wanted to be the two of us, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen that way.
We found we had certain limitations.
But when we opened the doors, I told my husband, "Go home, you're done." He goes, "Oh my!" And he didn't listen.
No, and I'm glad he didn't, because that Saturday morning it was like, "Where's Billy?"
So we got a water heater.
It's always good to have help.
Danny came and helped bring the water heater up a flight of stairs that nobody wants to go up. So together we really make it a team. We do.
And that's the only way you can find success.
Yes.
And we don't have any really what I call road hazards for our relationship, a bump in the road, but that's life. You deal with it and you go forward.
We're like sisters. We really are. We fight. We make up.
And so how long have you been together between the old shop and the new shop?
A little over 15 years.
God. I told her when we did this, it's like being married. It really is. And unfortunately, we really can't get rid of each other. No matter how much it's like having a sister. It really is. And that's okay for me. I never had one, so that works for me. And it's nice to be able to fight and get along, too. I mean, that's what you're supposed to be able to do.
And when we do have our disagreements, it reminds me, because I'm one of 5 children.
See, I don't.
You know, 5 children. That's just normal.
Put me in that bunch. No, we have a good time. We really do. So, and laugh about so many things. She'll be driving home, and I'll call her just to harass her on the way home. I did the other night.
She does, and Cecile does the same thing. No, I do not reside in Bowie.
No.
I I travel 134 miles a day, 4 days a week. I live in Frederick. However, my heart is in Bowie.
And so is your pay.
and during the gas crisis,
And when
the pay wasn't so great.
When she was driving home the other day, I called her, and Cecile was going to make the deposit, but Cecile said she was going to take the deposit and go somewhere with it. So I called Diane on the way home. I told her she could have your half.
And I said, that gives new meaning to Rapid Rewards.
So that's how we do things, yes.
No,
so
it's a good relationship.
A lot of fun.
Good.
Lot of fun.
And so you've been in the business, at this business now for 5 years. So vision for the next 5 years of where you want to be, and maybe anything you want to do different, or an area that you want to grow in.
Yes, we were talking, yes.
We want to welcome anyone
Yes.
who would like to have a career change. Our doors are open. We'd love to add on to our family in many different areas. We're looking into estheticians for facials, masseuses,
yes.
hairstylists. Just come, knock, pick up the phone, call. We're more than willing to talk to anyone. We'd like to see our family grow.
Yes, and we have room. We have
And
room.
so you have room to grow by maybe how many people where you are now?
I would say
we
4
can,
or 5.
Yeah, we can make room because a lot of the hairdressers are part-time, so including myself. So I am willing to share. I've done it before. And if we end up with an esthetician or a masseuse, my husband can knock a wall down and put a wall up. There you go. So we're always open for that.
We might move our station outside, be conking hair outside.
But
So adding more great services.
I think it's,
we do.
We're still so new, and I think it's we're looking to do that. Yes.
Plus, we have a continuing education program that is always ongoing.
Yes.
So we try to stay at the top of our field with incoming products,
Yes.
new skills. We bring coloring technicians into our salon, so our staff doesn't have to leave the premises.
Right.
They can learn right there. On the other hand, we do look forward to an
Going
overnight.
We went to Ocean City last time. It was fun.
It was fun. So those going away shows can be enjoyable too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
even if you
and
only
kind of a retreat for the staff,
is.
just
It
to
is,
get
it
away
is.
from
Very much so.
from your regular surrounding
is.
and go somewhere else. Kind of gets the creative.
Yes, and
juices
Diane
going.
and we were just, and Gabby were in Baltimore for a show just recently, yes, and gives us a lot of new ideas, yes.
She was arguing with her GPS, but
And I won.
I'm there. I'm going, where are you?
Yes.
And Gabby's going, I don't know, but I think we just went through a red light.
I tend to drive like that. Kelly, you know that.
Yes, I do.
But it was fun.
Yes.
And it always, we hope that we continue with the fun aspect
Yes.
of not only the relationship, but with the business and for our
Yes.
clients too.
Yes, yes.
Good, good. And talk briefly, we have a couple of minutes left, about how you came to the decision and what benefit it's been to you to join the chamber and be a chamber member. Because at the time we did the award, you weren't. I mean, we all knew each other from the past shop and from this
Exactly.
shop. But there came a point in time where you made that decision for your business. And I think it's been positive for all of us.
I think
For us, I think too, when you become a chamber member, that gives you an opportunity to meet the other business owners in the area, and you have a lot of breakfasts, lunch, and dinners, and it's nice to be able to do that. We haven't been able to do it as much, Diane living away, and I have a very busy life with grandchildren now, but it gives us that opportunity, and it's nice to be part of that. It really is. So.
I think the networking that is provided by the chamber, you have over 255 members, and I'm going to do a shout out for the chamber. You're celebrating your 30th anniversary.
We are this year.
That's quite rewarding.
How long have you been? No.
Eight.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, baby.
You have a secure web networking for us, so we can go online, and it's amazing how much the other business establishments are willing to share with newbies, and we are. We consider ourselves newbies, and they're always there, dropping a line. If you want to do this, we find this workable. We find this to our advantage. You might take one element or another, and we find that camaraderie is very comforting.
And it's
extremely.
nice to get that brochure that telling of
the
all
directory.
all the events that are coming up, and that does.
We
give
look forward to that.
Yes,
so
really.
continue with the newsletter.
Yes, really, yes, we like that a lot because that gives us some insight of what's
Yeah,
happening.
let you know what's going on.
Yes, we like that.
And I think that's, for me, in the planning of all of it,
Yes.
that's a big benefit to members because we try to do things as a breakfast, as a midday,
Yes,
as an
yes.
after work, so everybody can find something
Well,
that fits in their schedule
Yes, yes.
every month or two. You know, I realize everybody can't get to everything,
Well,
but you can pick something once every month or two that fits into your schedule.
you have that auction coming up at Woodmore, right?
Yes.
And I was going to bring my granddaughter. I thought, what a fun thing to do with my granddaughter. Or Diane comes to me. I thought, well, it's mine. But she thinks she owns part of the beauty salon too, but she really, no. But I thought, what a fun thing to bring her and let her see too. Because again, community, she's growing up in the, what a great
Yeah, to learn what it's all about.
Well, she knows the business. Right?
That's true.
She sits at that
She
desk
lives and breathes
answers that,
it.
but yeah, she answers the phone like she's somebody else. Yeah.
Like she is somebody.
Well, yeah,
That's
that's
another
Kennedy.
thing, you know,
Yeah.
with our staff, 50%
Yes.
of our staff live here in Bowie.
Yes, yes, they do.
So again, employing the citizens of Bowie
commitment
are
to the
really
community.
a commitment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you both very much for being on the
you.
show
Thank you
today.
for
It's
inviting
been
us,
fun. I
Kelly.
see you all the time, but it was nice to
Yes.
have you here.
Can we come
on-
back? We had so much fun. Yeah, we want to come back. No.
And I do appreciate all your commitment to the community. and
Thank
to
you
the
so much,
chamber.
Kelly. We appreciate
Kelly,
everything.
you're
Yeah.
wonderful, and
You
I've
have
known
afforded
you
us.
forever. You know that, and I
Yeah.
just, yes, thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
both very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. I want to kiss. No. Happy holidays.
Jim would get angry.
Happy holidays,
Happy
everybody.
holidays. Yes.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.